Hello, universe. What's up? It's your girl, Brandy619. So, I did watch the man Darian in court. I could see that the black men that were sitting in the court benches behind him were just could not believe what they were hearing. Just watching them react hurt me to see some criminals back there hurt behind this, and the black criminals. Okay, so it's hitting home to a lot of folks. But I noticed that there are some people that are, questioning QUANELL X, his purpose for being there, and, calling him out, basically kind of putting him on blast, like saying, he a crook, or he a fraud, or he this and he that. I've been watching QUANELL X for a long time, and I like QUANELL X. I like that brother is very knowledgeable, and he is for the people, period. Now, you guys gotta really take into consideration that when this woman came home, or when this woman initially came out and was like, help me look for my daughter, people were really helping her look for her daughter. People were really blasting that flyer and blasting it all over social media, and was really, going to bat for her. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Mr. X, came in and he wanted to be someone, well, I'll say this first. A lot of the reason why the people are up in arms right now about this mama is because not once in the beginning, first of all, she defended the man on social media, and then after that, talking about, he's a good person and all of this extra stuff. And also, not once did she come out and come with all these allegations about their fight or whatever. I don't even know if that's even true, actually. But all the allegations about why they got into a fight, and she was saying she was going to get a ring back and all this kind of stuff, and that he was doing this to Malia, he was doing that to Malia, with all this information, you didn't start coming out with that information until the news, what was it, KHOUS 11 came out and put you on blast regarding, all of Malia's different doctor visits and hospital visits, and how they speculated abuse, and what led up to this, to the baby having to get half of her skull removed. Just when they started putting you out there and your business out there, that's when you wanted to start pointing the finger at him and talking about all the things that he was doing. But before that, you were mum's the word, he's a good person and all this extra kind of stuff, and he would never do, and they not telling you that we told them that he banged his head against the car, all this extra stuff. So So you sat down, and I think that Mr. X was reaching out to her, just as support, and somebody to help speak for her during the trying time. And I think that Mr. QUANELL is slowly but surely finding out little bits and pieces. I think that even right now, as he's wanting to stand with her, is feeling some kind of way about the timeline of things, and how she could allow for something like this to happen, given, the history that he's finding out via her. You know what I'm saying? I almost kind of feel like, in a way, that he wants to back out, but he's already so far in. He already allowed himself to be so far invested. But I think more than anything is that I think that he's probably going to try to gain her trust and be a place of a safe haven or a confidant for her, so that if she does decide that she has more information that she may want to, that he may be the one to get the inside scoop on any other information, and that he may bring that inside scoop to the people. So I think y'all need to fall back on him, because I think that he's an educated man and he's a wise man. And I know that he has power plays and power moves. And so, I don't think that this is about clout for him. I don't think he's clout chasing at all, because he already has a reputation. You know what I mean? And I respect that man. I respect what he does, and coming out there and putting himself in a situation like that, you know, where he can think things through. Regardless of how he feels, he's thinking things logically through. Okay? Now, I also saw some video of a lot of women, you know, threatening this girl as her and her mom is coming out of the courtroom, and her homegirl. You guys need to fall back. Like, that's not helping the situation. You know, it really just looks real ridiculous. I think most of us are parents. Most of us are mothers. Most of us feel some kind of way about this situation. But you guys wanting to fight her, and you guys wanting to do all that, you don't even need to do that. I mean, we can see the guilt all over her. We can clearly see that she don't have a whole lot of family rallying with her, you know, saying no, she's innocent. I think they all questioning, you know, her innocence. I think they're all questioning, you know, really what exactly, if anything, she had to do, her involvement in this, you know, where that baby is. I think a lot of people are disappointed with her mother, her best friend, the baby's dad's parents, everybody, you know what I'm saying? But right now, the fact does remain that we seen this man come out of there. We seen Malia with him. We don't see the mom nowhere. We don't see video of the mom nowhere. We don't see, you know, we don't see any of that, you know what I'm saying? So, but we do see him leaving with a basket and a bag. We do see him leaving with his son. We did see Malia go into that house and never come out on her own. That little pink tutu that baby was wearing and her little ponytail, we didn't see them twist anymore. Okay, so we know, and you know, and they went in there and found body parts and things like that, and when a cadaver dog goes and sniffs somewhere, a cadaver is what they're looking for. They're looking for a body that has some form of decay. And the dogs did hit on that. Mr. QUANELL is giving us information about, you know, them finding pieces of, I mean, he let us know about the luminol and stuff before the courts and everybody ever even did, and it came out to be so. When he was in court, that's what they said. They also said that there was flesh in the drains under the sink and in the drains in the pipes, which is why they believe that he dismembered her body. You know what I'm saying? So we're getting a lot of this information from Brother QUANELL. So I'm going to ask that y'all respect that man, and let that man do what he knows to do. Believe me, if anybody gets more information out of that mama, it's going to be QUANELL. But you guys can't force his hand and make him talk bad about her in front of her or around her, because that's going to cut off her trust for him. Okay, so let this man strategize. Let him do what he does. Let him rub her on the back, and let him, you know, look into her eyes and see if she really telling the truth. He's gonna know if he see any kind of sliding of the hand or anything like that. He gonna know. So, and he gonna talk about it. But let the man do what he does. Shoot, that man is a real upstanding pillar of our community, and we need to respect him in that right, straight up. And Brother QUANELL, I'm glad that you are in a position to be the one to be there. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know, you know, a lot of what she's saying just don't even sound right. But I commend you for just staying present and just keeping, you know what I'm saying, just keeping the momentum going and just being available and being consistent, you know, because you always consistent when it comes to our people. So, you know, y'all fall back up off of Brother QUANELL X. He got this. Okay, hey y'all. I just want to say this one last thing. I think that, you know, everybody, we are definitely, you know, all really looking for Malia or Malaya. I heard them say her name that way. But, you know what? Nobody's wondering what that 2-year-old saw. What did he do with that 2-year-old the whole time he was in there dismembering little Malia's body and getting rid of her? What did her brother have to see? What did her little brother experience in that house? Is he gonna be left with visual scars of seeing his dad do something to his sister? Did this man also just contribute in more ways than one to this little boy's future dysfunction? Maybe some PTSD or something. Where's the little boy? Who has the little boy right now? Because he don't need to be with none of them. They all failed Malia, and I don't think that they should get another chance to fail him anymore. But I just want to say that.